Hi there, welcome to my video on how to turn on social login for your Thinkific site. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can enable and turn on in your settings social login for your site so that students who are accessing your course can save time instead of creating a new password to log into your Thinkific site. They can just use their existing social media logins from Google, from Facebook, from Apple. Those are some examples that I can think of. But before I get into it, I'll show you how it looks like when you turn on the settings. And then I'll also talk about kind of another example. So let's just say the idea is like if I was let's just look at New York Times. If I'm a New York Times subscriber and I want to view content that's behind a paywall, and in order to do that, I need to authenticate and be logged in as a subscriber. New York Times gives me the option of logging in either with my Google account, Facebook, or with my Apple login. Those are some options that they give me, but they also give me the option if I want to just log in with an email and password. Now, if you're wondering, the idea is that this really saves me time because instead of having to create a new password for this New York Times account, then I can just use login with my Google, Facebook, or Apple account, and that's just one less login. Now, the other thing I want to mention is that by using social logins, the only downside is that kind of like the idea is that the data, so if you log in with your Google account, the data gets sent to Google, same with Facebook and Apple. Now, sometimes that is causing some challenge and causing some sort of dilemma right now with the way that our data is used. So if your students have any concerns about logging in and sending their data through Google, Facebook, or Apple, then you can encourage them to sign up with an email and password. This is because some people may have concerns about privacy and giving their data away by using these social logins. But let's just go back to the Thinkific account and show you how to do this. So Thinkific gives you the option by going to settings. In settings, you'll see all these different kind of menu tabs. We're going to click on orders and accounts. And then we can enable a Google sign-in, a Facebook sign-in, and a LinkedIn sign-in. Once these boxes are checked, you'll want to click on save. And it's already been saved. And then now students can log into your Thinkific site using their Google login, Facebook login, and or Thinkific or their LinkedIn sign-in. Now, if your students are, concerned and they want to create their own account, they can. I also want to recommend this tool called 1Password. If you are familiar with the idea of kind of like all these different tools and extensions that help you save your logins and create like highly secure passwords, LastPass is one of those examples. I personally prefer and use 1Password because it's super easy. As you can see here, it's already integrated into my Chrome browser. So every time I'm on a new site, once I'm logged into here, it'll ask me if I want to autofill the password or change my password, and it's just very secure. The idea is that I only have to memorize 1Password, and any site that I go to, it will save the link so that every time I go there, I don't have to type anything in. It autofills it for me. So again, if you want to turn it on, go to settings, orders and accounts, and then make sure these three boxes are checked if you want to check all three. Now, if you are concerned and you don't want to enable all of them, you can only enable one or two of them instead of all three. If your students decide that they want to just create a user account and password instead of going through a social login, then once that choice is made by them, they cannot go back and use these. But they can always reset their password if they have any trouble. But like I said, if they don't want to do the social login and they want to do a regular set up a regular password, then I highly recommend 1Password. It is very easy to use, and you really, as the name says, only have to remember one password. and it generates very secure passwords, and it saves everything for you as well. So it's a quick video for you on social login for your Thinkific site. If you have any questions, leave a comment, question, subscribe, and thanks for watching.